Good afternoon, sock on 4:25, and welcome back to the Brolly blog. No session last week due to work commitments, unfortunately. That's the way it goes sometimes. Absolute grueler of a week, knowing that I wasn't be able to fish, but such is life. But I'm pleased to say I'm back down the new water for what I think's the 10th session. So yeah, this is Brolly blog number 10. On what's a very muggy and humid Tuesday afternoon. I'm in a swim which I think I caught the 29 from about 4 or 5 weeks ago, round about Brolly blog 4 or 5, I can't really remember, but after a walk around the lake, this swim just looked absolutely the ideal swim to pick for the time available. But a bit of a twist on this session. Normally up for the chod on one rod and the snowman presentations on the left and right hander, but there was just that many fish cruising about, I couldn't neglect the zig, so I've gone in with the zig today, and I'll show you that rig a bit later on in the blog. But it appears that the carp have spawned over the previous week. Speaking to a few of the lads that are down here today, so that's a good thing. They've got the course of nature out the way, and hopefully they're back on the feed. And we're going to bank a few carp in this session. So I'm going to sit back now and watch the water for a bit and stick the first brew of the session on. So catch you in a bit, folks, with plenty of updates hopefully. Cheers. Right then, so I mentioned the left and right hander this week is on the normal snowman presentation with the CM1 bottom baits and the kipper tippers, but the middle rod I've opted for a zig. I have used it down here in the past, but with what I was greeted with when I arrived at the lake, I've started to use it from the off in this session, and the presentation that I've gone for is the let me find it, the new Fox zig liner. And if you can see it on the camera, you've probably seen these in your local tackle shop, or if not, on the new Foxes, the Fox Edges range. Cracking little device that just pulls over your the shank of your hook, and by using this little device here, this like golf tee kind of device, you can trim down your chosen foam. There's red, yellow and black there, as you can see. I'm using the black one at the moment with the matching zig liner, and you just basically trim it down, and it goes in the back of that device, and it actually pushes into the gadget, and that is an absolutely perfect little device. As I say, I've started off on the black one, and if I don't have any joy, I'm going to swap and change with different zig liners and different coloured foams. So that's for the middle rod, and yeah, I'm watching the water now, and there's carp absolutely everywhere. I've had 1 or 2 bleeps, which is encouraging. So yeah, that's a little insight to what I'm doing tonight, and hopefully it's going to catch us a carp or 2. So that's about it for the moment. Speak to you in a bit. And there we are. Look who we got on camera, Mr. Robin. Sock on 5:25, middle of June. Who says they just come out at Christmas, eh? Been popping down and eating a few of me boilies. Ain't for you, mate, they're for the carp. Right.
Yeah.
There you go, first one of the session. Left hand rod, CM1 bottom bait, and white little 12mm kipper tipper. I mentioned earlier in the blog post that they stopped spawning, but I think that's a false alarm, because I've been having a view over the lake, and I've heard 1 or 2 splashes, and I've spotted 1 or 2 fish having a thrash about, so whether they're still in a frisky mood, who knows, but I don't think they all are. Well, certainly not this one.
The majority spawned last week when we give it a miss.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I said I'd had a few liners, and I was debating on changing the foam on my zig, and left-handers rattled off, and here's the first one of the session. Just get me bounce. About £10 mark?
Yeah, something like that.
He's in lovely condition.
All welcome there, mate.
Oh yes, mate. It doesn't matter what size. I mean, last week was a bit of a grueler, not being able to get the rods out due to work and other things, but that's life. But oh yes, mate, a carp's a carp, and whatever size they're all welcome.
Yep.
So hopefully this is the first of a few, mate.
But it looks bang on tonight, I've got to be honest, but it don't always...
Yeah, it's just, we do some moaning, us Brits and certainly us carp anglers. When I got up this morning in the Midlands, the weather was really muggy, but the sun was up, and I thought, oh, please just go down, and everything's come good. The sun's gone in, it's really humid and muggy, and the conditions are, I'm sure you'd agree, Mark, absolutely
They are.
poor.
Don't mean to say we're going to catch them there.
Oh no, mate, yeah.
But at least you've had one.
That's the truth. But yeah, this is the first of, as I say, hopefully a few. It's just after 6 o'clock, is it, mate?
Just but 10 to according to the camera.
10
so,
to 6, is it?
Yep.
So,
nice earlier.
yeah, nice one.
Okay,
Just a bit, and let's pop her back, get
Yep.
the old rods sorted. Okay, just respotted all 3 rods, 7:10. I've swapped the zig over to a different colour. On your face. I had a black one on previously. I've left the black zig liner on, but I've put a piece of yellow foam on now, and I've put it out at a bit further range. Activity on the rods is pretty much nil at the moment since that last capture, but in the last 10 minutes the fish here are absolutely boshing everywhere. I mentioned earlier in the blog that I'd heard that they'd done the business and had all spawned, but watching the water tonight, I think that they're possibly maybe cleaning themselves off. That capture that I had 1 or 2 little leeches on it, so whether it's the process now in the latter stages of spawning, certainly last week that they're doing that. I've spotted it in about 3 or 4 areas of the lake, so they're still not in normal mode. And you might have just heard that one to my left. Something's absolutely crashed again. It might have been a duck, but more than likely it was a carp. But yeah, so as I say, respotted all the rods, and let's see what happens in the remainder of the session. We're probably going to fish it up till about 10 o'clock, so we've still got plenty of time. So yep, there we go, folks, another bit of an update. Catch you in a bit. Give it a minute.
And Matt lifts her up. Unfortunately, we got
This one's gone 21-12.
Yep,
Oh, still a bit lively.
that's it. Roll it back.
Try again. It's a stunning fish. I mean, the colours are absolutely, well, that golden buttery colour. But as you can see, there's a bit of a,
Half a tail.
yeah. So we think. Well, I said a she, didn't I? If it's a he, we'll call it Arthur. If it's a she, we're going to call it Arthurless.
Whatever it is, it's only got half a tail.
But oh, chuff, mate.
Probably gone 22 with the rest of its tail.
Well, we don't. Yeah, the old scars don't lie, as you say, Mark. Yeah, it might have gone 22 with the tail, but it's just a shame, and it's a,
Beautiful
it
creature.
looks an old fish, to be fair. Just after 8:30, and I said I fancied the catch one, mate.
Yeah, managed to nail one. It's not the biggest after the run we've been having, but it's probably just under a mid-double, about 13-14 pound.
Yep.
And it's certainly made me smile.
What happened to the other rod?
Because as I was nearly up this to the net, the other one shot off at the same time. So luckily, fishing a peg apart, Matt come to my rescue, but unfortunately that one just slipped the net.
Yeah.
Slipped off the hook just before the net. So
But it wasn't as big as this one,
no,
so.
no, it was only a small fish, so probably under 10 pounds. So not too bothered, but all the best anyhow.
It's amazing, though, isn't it? You know how long you wait for a bite, and then.
Well, it's just this place all over by the look of it. For the last few weeks, we can wait 2 or 3 hours, then we get 2 or 3 at once, and it's just carp fishing for you.
It is, but it's a lovely clean one.
Yeah, nice fish. Hopefully, this time next year, he might be 18 or 19 pound.
That's the spirit. Right then,
Okey-dokey,
let's
mate.
crack on.
Great.
Right then, it's just gone 10 to 9. The light's slowly fading. I've just put a few fresheners out over the left and right hand rod, and the zig. I've just decreased the depth. I was fishing that literally inches under the surface, there's fish still showing on top of the surface, but they've really pushed out now, so I've decreased it, and I've given it some teddy, and I'm fishing at range now on the zig. So I'm trying my hardest here to try and catch one on the zig. Being honest, I've used it a few times. I used it early on in this campaign, and sadly I lost one on it. But I've never caught a fish on the zig. So if you first don't succeed, try again, as they say. We've possibly got an hour and 10 minutes at a push angling left. So if anything else does happen, we'll try and get it in the blog. But if it doesn't, and we don't see you again in this session, from myself, Matt, and Mark, thanks ever so much for watching this latest instalment of the Brolly blog, and we'll catch you again hopefully next week. So all that's left to say is tight lines and happy angling. Cheers.